The Mornington Peninsula's #1 social sports media brekkie show, live and loose with Paddy and the Goose.
When I walk down the streets, see the people who stop and stare and say, haven't I seen that face somewhere a long time ago?
It's an absolute ripper, live and loose with Paddy and the Goose. Take it away, boys.
Welcome to Live and Loose with Paddy and Goose for another week, Paddy. I know. You should actually text me and say, yeah, that's all right, but brought to you by Mercedes Mornington.
Yes.
Peninsula Cold Press Juice. Yep. Neil Insulation.
Yep, we need that.
Hey, especially that now. Yeah. Ring up Strop.
You do a bit of work at Red Hill this weekend, you reckon? A
Bit cold up there. And speaking of Red Hill, we've got young Kane Hawkins on as the rising star, and Division 2 Jared Sullivan. Sully
from the K-Balls?
Yeah, from the Karingal. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to getting him on.
Yeah, we've got a couple of good photos of him.
Yeah, one good photo. And, hey, this week, what is it?
This bloke. Oh, we had Paul Goonan.
Yeah, hang on. I was going to say this week. We got the Gooch on too.
Yeah, top of the ladder.
Yeah, we spoke
Undefeated.
to him. Hey, mate, you want to come on? He actually texted me during the week. He said, mate, I've been on that other show.
Yeah.
I want to come on a ratings winner.
Exactly
so I said,
right.
mate, you can come in.
Exactly right.
And I did say to him, mate, you're travelling nicely. He said, are we?
Oh,
Are we?
1 week at a time.
Are we?
1 week at a time.
Are we? Yeah, just sitting nicely on top of the ladder with some good young players and a good mix of older players. And be interesting to ask him too, because with injuries, how they're travelling with injuries. Speaking to a lot of coaches, and gee, like we've been hit.
Marathon this year.
We've been hit with the
old.
old.
We've got the beanies on there.
The game changer.
Game changer. Did the Pines? Did we win the game changer challenge?
At least you've won something, Paddy, for the year.
We've won the game changer challenge, and then we've also got the Big Freeze 7.
Big Freeze.
You can get those beans. You can get them from Bunnings. You can get them from where else?
All good.
All good joints.
All good stores.
So, but that's obviously near and dear to our heart with the dude, with Cowboy. We want to still keep pumping the MND round as well.
What a week we've had. What a week of local football last week with the results.
2-1 pointers in Divi
Yeah.
And I don't know if the scores right, but it looked like Mount Eliza didn't score at all in the last quarter, and then hung on by a point.
Did they? Well, obviously you've done your homework.
Well, that's what it looked like. But sometimes the scores can be a little bit dodgy. You know, you're relying on.
Did you ask Braddles during the week? We had the coaches' night with Justin Lepage. That was a good night.
That was great. Yeah, it was really well under all the coaches. Coaching takes up a lot of your time, but to get, I think we had sort of 40 or nearly 50 coaches in the room and give up a Monday night to get down there. And Justin Lepage was fantastic. Gave us a good insight to his coaching, gave a good insight to the Tigers, how they go about it. And,
Paddy really enjoyed the night immensely. He had pizza for the next 3 nights. I saw him stack his car. And I
took the pizza to school
unbelievable,
and gave it
Paddy.
to the staff at school, and they loved it.
Yeah.
You took a couple home?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
For Harrison.
That was good pizza. Belvedere Pizza. I'll give them a plug too. They were very, very good there. Go and see Mark and the team down at Belvedere Pizza in Seaford.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah, it was nice.
Went to Red Gum Barbecue last night for Harrison's birthday. Very nice up there.
Yeah? Where's that? In Red Hill?
To them. Red Hill, yeah.
Is it Red Hill?
Yeah, Red Hill.
Oh, you
not
said
far
Red
from
Gum.
the football ground.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Brisket and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, you're a bit of a toff, aren't you?
Oh, it's
hey?
off. It's
going
like
up to Red Hill.
It's
with
like
your
a
R.M.
barbecue.
Williams.
Oh, it's like a barbecue.
Did you wear in a Cobra?
No. Mate. They're like outdoor tables. It's not.
Oh, so it's rough and ready.
Yeah, rough and ready. It's good. Just
you rode your horse there.
Yeah.
Up Purves Road.
You know where that is?
Yeah, it's in Main Ridge or something.
Yeah, you were up Red Hill the other day.
Yeah, we're up Red Hill. Yeah, we had a good day up there.
Yeah, you had a real good day where you had a good win.
Good win, three netball wins, which was fantastic. Didn't get the main job done, and then 19s and reserves got pretty well beat, and but we were pretty happy with how we went. Yeah, well, it was nice to sing the song and get up and about. We brought back Bo Hendry, which was massive for us to get a ruckman back. Don't underestimate how important ruckman are. All you people out there, they get a cop a bit of a bad.
If you've
bad
got a good ruckman,
yeah, he was. Fantastic.
What, you bring him up to just rough him up a bit? The Red Hill Puss.
No, we got him to get a kick. And he did. He kicked 2 goals. And an Eddie Betts crummer. He got an Eddie Betts crummer in the last quarter and did a dribble goal.
Really?
Yeah, he thought he was 4 foot. But he, yeah.
So is he playing this week?
Yep, and he pulled up really well. So yeah,
Got a big game, which we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah, everyone's got big games. Every week's a big
But
game.
you've got a big game, mate.
No, we're right.
Battle
Yeah.
for
What?
relegation cup.
Oh, mate, you'd know all about that.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. Well, I would too, and I think you reminded me of that last couple of years. So,
No, mate, it's round 6.
Yeah, round
There's a lot of
6.
football to
Yeah,
go. Can
lot
you
of
remember
football.
1993?
no.
No, I can. I've got a good memory. 1993. Get this, people out there. If you want to talk about relegation, Man Eliza. I think they were first on the ladder halfway through the year, or second on the ladder halfway through the year in 1993. Got relegated.
Did they?
Didn't win another game. Yeah, so things changed.
So,
Two
poor Gooch.
Well,
He's
Gooch will
a bit
remember this.
worried.
Gooch will remember this. 2003.
2000.
2003. YCW. 3-6 at the halfway mark. 3 wins, 6 losses halfway mark. Go on and win the premiership. So it
does,
It's a
yeah,
lot
it
of
does
football
have-
to go.
yeah.
A lot of football to go. Edafale 1 year, I think might have been. I can't.
Oh,
think of what
Edafale,
year it was. 2-7, and they made the grand final.
They won the grand. The
No,
last time they won the grand final, they come from
Came from
nowhere.
bottom, yeah. 2012 they finished bottom. 2013 they won it. That was that was no relegation. But they had another year where they were 2-7 halfway through the year, and then went on and played in the grand final. They didn't win it. They lost to you blokes.
But belief is a big thing too.
Huge. And
Belief
injuries.
is a big
You've got to
thing.
get your best
Yeah,
side
yeah,
out in the
yeah,
park.
yeah,
And that's
exactly.
particularly this year. So,
Oh.
yeah, it's an open race, anyone's race. So, yeah, don't even throw Edafale into relegation. Don't throw Pines into relegation. Just let the season play out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like we had a shocking week last week. Bloody 4
Well,
goals, 18.
If talking about memory, if people can remember that Goose was banging on to Ned Moody about what a great goal kicking coach he is,
Yeah, but
and
I
then
haven't
when I
taught
looked
them.
at the
Hey,
scores, you just
yeah.
kicked 4 goals, 18 points,
And 4 on the full.
and 4 on the full, and I think 20 of them were from set shots.
What are you just making it up? Don't bullshit. Let's not let the truth get in the way.
I did,
of a
and
good
I did hear
story.
you went down to St Kilda during the week and had a little bit of goal kicking with their boys, and then they went out last night and kicked 8 straight points. Hey, is that true?
Oh, funny.
Come here,
Paddy.
Kingy, come over here. Yeah. Timmy, over here. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it.
not at all.
Loney, come here,
Hey,
little fella.
hey, and-
Get out of my pocket. Come here, I'll show you how to do it.
Nothing's worse. Like,
The missing goals.
yeah, well, you
from up
turn the
ground,
ball
from
over.
a backman's point of view.
It's no different to turning the ball over on the
Mate.
wing. But St Kilda last night, no excuses.
No,
Why?
inside. Marvel Stadium.
bloody
No, exactly
wind.
right.
You can't
Exactly.
say shit. The wind was bad today.
I'll tell you, from a backman's point of view, you used to hate it when they'd miss a goal because it's the difference between getting a good pat on the arse and the runner coming out and saying, well done, good work, you got the ball down there, we got a goal. When they miss it, you get nothing.
No.
No, so,
you
yeah.
don't. No, it is. Bad
goals.
kicking's bad football.
100%. So you
it
just kick
did
4-18 and it costs you the game.
Yeah, but look, in Somerville's defence, they probably played better anyway.
They were the better
yeah.
team.
Yeah, it's interesting, the stats too, because my young bloke said to me on the other show, they said, we got done in the contested balls.
And
It was
you won.
the
opposite.
Only week that we won it. We lost the uncontested possessions.
That's not like you, though.
No, we've been really good in there. Probably first half will ride up. Second half fell away. We lost Nath 10 minutes in. That concussion rule.
Yeah.
And then, interesting now, you have to have 12 days off. You know how that works? Concussion. It's
So you
good
missed
that
2
they
games.
look after it. Yeah, but it's 12 days after you stop getting headaches.
Ooh, okay.
So, yeah. So, 12 days after. So,
yeah.
like, if the next day you wake up and you're fine, obviously.
No headaches.
Yeah, obviously.
Starts from there.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting.
So we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get fella in.
Yeah, let's get Jared Sullivan in.
Jared from the Kringle Footy Club, rising
Kringle
star.
Football
Been
Club.
dying.
And hey,
Come in, Jared.
He texted me early this morning.
Yeah.
You know what time he was here? 8:30 he was that keen.
Well, that's how they
He was
breed
that
them at
keen.
Kringle. They're bloody
Yeah.
well organised. Good work, Jared. Good to have
Jared.
you in, and good to have you so well organised. And that's
Hey,
big
welcome
tick to
to
the
the
Kringle
show,
Footy
mate.
Club. 14 disposals last week, 3 inside 50s, 3 goals.
Look at that. What's that? Is
3
that a
goals.
headband there?
And 99
Is
ranking
that a
points.
headband there?
Yeah, that was before the haircut.
Before the haircut.
Yes. How old are you? You look young.
22.
22.
Just turned 22.
Just turned 20. How's he qualified? He's meant to be 21.
Look, he was off. You mean you're 21?
21. He doesn't know his date of birth.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, we've had COVID. You're 21,
Yeah,
all right?
21.
21.
Yeah.
And
But
all the way from Beaconsfield.
yeah, but
Moved in with the lovely.
with the cheese and kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kids. Have you?
No, the cheese and kisses, the missus.
No plan on kids yet.
Yeah. No, he's only 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21.
So can you tell us how the cables? We had Tommy Curran on the other week, and he was wrapping the club up, and a new fella to the footy club. How long have you been at Kringle for?
I played 2 years under 19s, under 17s.
Yep.
And then from there I went to YC. Due to COVID, didn't get to play, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then, made my way back to
Oh, so you,
Greenville.
you
Gooch-
played, you played
Gooch
under the
sector.
Gooch.
Yeah.
And when
I
you walked in
trained,
here,
I
you said,
trained.
"G'day, mate. I've never met you before."
no.
Hey?
I trained. I didn't get to play, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would have loved to play. But,
Yeah. And then what? Then you just went, they picked up half of Frankston, so you said, I'm not going to get a game here, so I'll
Nah.
go back to Kringle, or?
Nah, over the off-season, I started training with a few boys from Kringle and got that friendship back from the under-19s premiership team.
Yeah.
And just, yeah.
Oh, so you played in the flag with the 19s? That
Yeah,
was with,
most of our team is from
Treepy?
that 19s. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, that's what you want to do. You want 19
Yeah.
success and then to be able to come up and,
What
and play.
in the 19s? What position did you play?
Forward.
Forward.
Forward and a bit of ruck, which I don't play anymore.
No.
A bit of ruck, yeah. What about our little mate, the one I taught at, up at Miraduck there, Ashley Cadd? Is he still playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still
killing
playing?
it down the back line.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Good, yeah, good. He got
Poor,
speed.
poor kid spent 4 years in grade 6 under you, Paddy.
I don't teach him the normal stuff. I just teach him the footy skills. Yeah, so he was a good little player at school, and I've sort of followed his progress. So he's going well.
Yeah.
He played in that flag too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got best on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good little Miraduck kid.
What do you do for outside of football, Jared?
I'm a roof plumber.
Roof plumber and anything else?
Do you?
Not to
You
mention.
dabble in a bit of modelling?
Yeah, a little bit.
Can you put up a
bit.
photo, Georgie
Little
boy?
bit of modelling.
Because we did get a photo of Jared in his modelling days, and look
Oh,
at this.
jeez.
This is very 80s Depeche Mode, Boy Georgie type stuff. Not that,
Boy
there's
Georgie.
anything, not that there's anything wrong with that. And when I did see that, it did remind me of at Frankston we had a bloke, and he was
Jared Scott.
probably we had Michael Hibberd drafted, we had Sammy Lloyd drafted, we had Kyle Martin, we had Lee Osborne, with Van Noonan, we had all these blokes drafted. But the most successful bloke,
Most
most famous bloke we got out of Frankston at the time was a guy called Jared Scott. So have you ever heard of Jared Scott?
No.
He's the only male to ever feature on Vogue
magazine.
on the front cover of
International.
Vogue magazine. Yeah. So he was a model at when he was at the Dolphins as well. Remember, we had one game and he said to Goose, he goes, I can't play this week. And Goose goes, "Why?" He goes, "I've got to do a modelling gig." And he goes, "Mate, a modelling gig?" And he goes, "Mate, I'm getting $5,000 for it."
Yeah,
Goose
yeah.
goes, "Yeah, fair enough."
It's good
No,
money.
I said to him, mate, make up your mind. You either want to be a footballer or a model. And
Yeah.
he actually said that. He's the Vogue.
Do you remember the
Vogue-
day, this week getting a bit off your topic here, but we had a day of practice match where I'm doing the running and Big Jared's gone up for a spoil and he's on the ground writhing in pain, and that, and Goose goes to me, "Get out there and see what's wrong with Tuna." We called him Tuna, I don't know why, but get out there and see what's wrong with Tuna. So I go out there and I go, "You're right, mate." And he's writhing around. He kept going, "Me sphincter. And I was going, what? And he goes, "You know when you rip your ass?" And I go, "No." then we go back to the box. The Goose wants the report. I get on the headset. He goes, "What's wrong with Tuna?" I go, "I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 100% sure he's gay." Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Come on, Paddy. You can't say that.
So, yeah, in a marking contest, he ripped his bum hole. I don't know how we did that. But,
Yeah, no, I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah, stay away from the modelling.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Yeah, just stick to the footy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
when
so, with your modelling, when do you model? Because Lockie Dalziel, Lizard, he
is he a model?
No,
Yeah,
yeah, Gorilla Biscuits. No, Lockie Dalziel makes
He's
him.
cross-eyed.
No, he's not. The Lizard, no wonder you hang around him. He makes you look even better.
That's what he says.
But old Lizard, he comes over now.
Yeah.
He's come back, isn't
He's
he?
only
The cover.
21.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Lizard goes, "Mate, you got me best mate on. He is a good-looking bloke."
Really?
He's always said that.
Yeah, Lizard, he quite likes you.
Yeah. So what's the best thing about the Cables at the moment? Let's get on to the footy. He's going quite well.
Yeah, I think with the young players we have, the speed, it's a fresh kind of game,
Yep.
which I like playing.
Yep.
I like the fast bit of football.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just the cultures. Like everyone's just so close.
Yeah, that's good. He's done a good job, old Luke, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
there's no separate cliques. We're all
Yeah.
just all one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and getting the boys together. And I think you can sort of tell that he's invested in coaching too. He wants to get, do it for the long haul.
Yeah.
Because I think we mentioned the other night the Kringles had 7 or 8 years of 1 year coaches.
Yeah.
So you need to get someone just to come
And
in.
start from the bottom up.
I've watched you a couple of times. Obviously, you played against us, and I've watched you a couple of times. And you do move the ball quite well
Yeah.
too. It's just that on the turnovers you get done the other way.
That's the thing we've got to learn, but it's
And
all risk for reward.
What position are you playing?
I started back,
Yeah.
and then round 4 asked the coach if I go up forward.
Really?
So I've been given a few 2 weeks and forward.
Most
Who'd
of
you
us-
play on
most of us
round
is
one?
Like playing backline.
Who played round 1?
You played us.
Mornington. Yeah, we got smashed.
Yeah. Who'd you play?
Calder.
Calder.
Yeah, got
Did you play on Jackson?
9 kicked on me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
You
Just say I'll play down back.
Yeah, but I thought he actually did a not a bad job on him. To be
No,
honest,
I
like,
thought-
in the first half, I left at half time. In the first half, I think he might have only kicked 2.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of contest.
I feel like I won it, but when you kick 9 goal 1, it's pretty good kicking from set shot.
yeah, I'd go as a backman if they kick 5, you've
Yeah.
or even 4. Keep them under 4, you've done all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then who we got today?
We got
Match of the day.
Devon Meadows.
Devon Meadows.
at home.
I think is it the
It's a game changer round.
Yeah.
GameFace? Is it the GameFace?
Game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Match of
GameFace
At RSL.
televised.
Yeah, RSL.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and you think you'll get the job done today?
Hopefully, I
Yeah.
reckon. I reckon if we play the way we want to,
Yeah.
we'll get it done.
Yeah.
I saw during the week. Lids. Where's he scoring? He's
Don't know.
got cleared to another club. I just saw the.
Hard Mona.
I don't know. Where's
a big
his
win.
family? It said something about the family.
Oh, yeah, he's from like Bendigo up
Oh,
that way.
I think he's just been cleared there. He's played
Ah.
his 2 games
With Devon, yeah.
Devon.
Yeah.
So he played against us and Hastings. So I
Yeah.
think Hastings
Yeah.
was his last
So
game.
because he was a Murray Bushranger. So
Yeah,
he-
so I don't think
Up the bush.
he's
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah. No,
I
fair
didn't
enough.
read the leader thing. You
Yeah.
know, you have to pay and
Yeah.
for that.
Mate, yeah. I found out about that the other day.
What?
I had $28 coming out of my bank account. I didn't know what it was for, so I rang up the people and said, well, I get this taken out every month. What's it for? They said, you've got digital membership to Herald Sun. I said, didn't even know I had it. And I haven't been reading them because I thought I didn't have it, but I supposedly have. Anyway, hey, so good luck today, and great work doing everything you're doing. You're dominating,
Thank you.
and we hope you keep going well. There's some stiff competition. You've
Yeah.
got to get past the Mornington boy for this
Oh,
rising Star Award. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, keep learning,
Yeah.
and we look forward to keep following your progress on and off the field. You could, you could be like the old
off
tuner
field.
on
So
the
what's
front
your
cover of Vogue.
Instagram thing?
JSAR_4x4.
Yeah, so
And
you got a few.
The sultry
It's all,
looks.
it's all the car.
The sultry looks. I don't know how you did that was actually Blue Steel, wasn't it, from Zoolander?
Yeah,
What you were
Zoolander.
doing?
That was fresh 17. I was pushing 17 years of age when that photo got taken.
17. That's nearly bloody you're
fair while
underage.
ago.
Yeah, you got to.
What about the other half? Is she an Instagram?
No.
girl?
No, she's a mortgage broker assistant, so helps me in the long haul.
Oh, that's
Getting the
good.
house.
Yeah, she knows what to do.
Yeah.
No, great having you on the show. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being so organised and getting here on time. Prompt is the word. Yeah,
Yeah,
prompt.
And
yeah.
you did have a long way to go. So
Yeah,
it's
Beaconsfield. But then
been
you got to
great.
get down and watch the 19s this morning. Have a
No,
back
they
in there.
women's.
haven't got 19s.
We watched women's.
So that's
Ah.
they got the girls
Yeah,
on
women's
before
versus
that.
Hastings before.
All right. So with that, have you got the 17s coming through? Because that's always like you've got a good young crew down there at Coringal, and it's important you have the 19s
The age
coming
coming out,
through.
yeah.
Go and talk to Goose.
So-
They got 34 in the 19, so you can get
So,
snag a few of them over.
have you got 17s coming through?
Yeah, I think 17s and 16s.
Yeah.
Berkey's sons are coming through, which will be great.
Oh,
when
that's
they
good.
start coming through.
He might hang around and try
Play
to play
with
with them.
Is he playing this year?
He played a few, but a few to injuries.
Yeah,
But
okay. Mate, he's been unbelievable. That
Yeah.
bloke.
Yeah, he's been great. Last time I saw him out at Somerville, he looks like he's. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I
He
did
changed
see.
it.
I'll
Put
tell
on
you,
a
I did
couple
see the
kilos,
other. I'll tell you, I did see the other day that will. I think the Kringle will be into him is Harry Van Ray. He's filling out nicely. Got
He's
good
a Mornington boy.
Got good big legs like his Uncle Luke. He's going to be all right.
He's a Mornington boy.
Oh, I reckon there'll be the hooks will be in him about going to the Kringle Footy Club though. I think so. His dad's a major sponsor. His uncle played there for years and years and years. His mum's a legend there. So, sorry, not his mum. His grandma was a legend there. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, well done for coming on.
Thank you.
Love you.
Yeah,
And,
Jared, hey,
love what you do.
good luck.
Yes.
Except when you play against
Play
us.
more. Yeah. There you go. We've got old Jared Sullivan, Blue Steel.
Yes. Hey, where do they get you to do modelling? What type of modelling? Is it clothes or just topless suits?
Suits.
All right.
Oh,
Hey,
there we
you
go.
get a few free suits.
They
Should
wouldn't
have
fit
brought
us.
some on.
They wouldn't fit us, mate. Look at him.
Should
Yeah.
have brought
All right.
a few on.
What have we got now?
Now,
Oh.
shall we bring?
No, I want to do the
Division
diary.
One?
The diary, because the people love the diary. They've
Yeah,
got to get
let's
to the
not.
diary.
Hey, let's not
Now,
let the
Gooch
truth.
would remember most of these because he lived it. We all lived this.
Hey, let's not let the
We
truth get in the
all
way of a
lived
good
this
story
diary.
too, Paddy.
And, mate, just some of the photos and some of the, look, hard-fought game, but Pines to win. Oh, there you go. Jeepers creepers. That was Steve Hamill tipping Pines to beat Moynton in the grand final.
Yeah, Stevie Hamill.
Got that wrong. This is all your diary here, but we love the entries because it gives us an insight into Goose at the time.
Oh,
And this one was 2003, round 18 after 2003. So this is the last home and away game of the year. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so round 18, 2003. Did you win the grand final? No, that's what I just said about YC come from the clouds and
Runners up.
beat us. Okay, so here we go. Dear Dairy, after another good performance today, beating Chelsea away, I was having a shower with a few of the boys. It was at this time I realised, geez, I've got a big decision to make. The fellas, I said, geez, I've got a big decision to make. The fellas were carrying on and celebrating their win, but I thought, I've got to drop two of these unlucky pricks for the upcoming finals. It's always hard this time of year. I remember last year dropping a player for the finals. It was kind of awkward. I said, Smithy, I've got some bad news. And he said, I'm Macca. He probably saw the writing on the wall just then. It's always hard. You have to think long and hard about who to drop and who to keep. You have to consider who's been playing well, who's been playing their role, who's been kicking it to me, and who has a good-looking sister. But as I tell the players, 22 doesn't go into 26. Well, it actually does, mate. 22 goes into 26. It's the other way around. 26 doesn't go into 22, I think you meant. It's really hard, but I'm sure we'll get it right. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. As long as I'm in full flight, the Morno boys have nothing to worry about. I'm averaging 11 this year. Geez, we're having a good year. I'm averaging 11 this year. So what can go wrong?
I think I was injured.
So what can go wrong? You end up losing the grand final. Keep up the good work, Simon. There you go. What an entry. What an entry. It would have been hard for you because I think you played like 10 or 11 final series in a row, 8 grand finals in a row. You would have had to drop a few, boys.
Yeah, you had to drop a few. That's probably the hardest thing in all seriousness, Paddy, in all seriousness. The hardest thing as a coach and as you know, and all the coaches, it's
dropping guys for finals.
Well, not only finals, but each week.
Yeah.
You know, we've probably got the better job. We, as senior coaches, you're dropping blokes to go back to get a bit of form.
Yeah, they still play.
Yeah, they still play. The development coach or the reserve coach, unfortunately, you know, when you speak to the players that are getting dropped there, they've got nowhere to play.
No, that's right.
So, like, you'd have blokes missing out. Gooch, you'd have blokes. We have, I think we've got 12 players missing out in the game this week still, even with our injuries.
Really?
So,
yeah, that's huge.
yeah, it's, you know, we put a few to South Mornington.
Yep.
And, a few have jumped ship too.
As they would.
Yeah.
Fair enough, they want to play. Anyway, poor Macca. Macca was a little bit stiff. He didn't even know his name.
Oh, thanks, Paddy.
He saw the writing on the wall when you got his name wrong.
Yeah, I think the listeners...
you did have a Macca who you dropped, though, didn't you?
I hope they understand. I did too.
Didn't his wife crack the...
Yeah, his wife cracked the shit. She got pissed one night and let me have it.
Good on her.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the Gucci.
Hey, what? No, we're getting Kane.
Oh, Kane, okay.
Hawkins.
Do the right. Poor
Kane.
Gooch is like a cat on a tin roof. You're
getting them wrong.
Kane Hawkins,
Kane now,
superstar from the Red Hill Footy Club.
We better try get a word in because Kane, he'll take over.
Is
Welcome to the show, Kane.
You know you got to put these on, mate.
Yeah.
He's a bit quiet, is he?
Yeah.
Kane Hawkins sounds like a country singer. Kane Hawkins, or a blues singer. You know, like Kane Hawkins and the Hawks, something like that. Do you do a bit of music?
Nah, not at all, mate.
He's a gun cricketer too.
Really?
Yes.
For Red Hill?
No.
Nah, Flinders.
Flinders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sharks.
Are they the Sharks? Did you play against Goose?
Nah, I haven't played against Goose.
Bowls.
Yeah, but open the bowling and the batting. Yeah.
Open the bowling and batting.
What are you, captain?
Nah.
Hey? So, yeah, let's talk it through it. You've been going all right in the senior footy this year. Jonah's opened up a bit of a spot for you down the back line.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. No, it was good to finally get a chance down there and, take it. And, we've had a few out, so gives a few of the boys a good chance at
some opportunity. Yeah, exactly.
I think your first game was pre-COVID. Obviously, didn't you play on the wing and kick 5 your first game?
Oh yeah, one of my first games I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I only played a couple games after that, but yeah. No,
Were you still 19s then, or you were?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so you
19s
come up from the 19s, played a few games.
I think your first year you won the BNF, did you, or you finished pretty high up there?
Yeah, won a couple of BNFs in the 19s, and
and still didn't get much of a go.
Oh, nah.
Well, because they've had such a strong list.
Yeah.
So who were your coaches in the 19s? Did you have Powell? Was Powley? No.
Nah, it was Andrew Gilmore.
Oh yeah, Happy Gilmore.
Happy,
yeah.
and Matthew Honda.
Oh yeah.
From the ones, and
Yeah.
they were pretty successful. Up
Yeah.
there.
Did you win a couple of flags, or you?
Yeah, won 2 and lost 1.
Did you lose the one to?
Yeah, I was
Sally's
playing.
mob.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, we were undefeated that season, so we're pretty disappointed. with
That happens
one.
a bit, you're undefeated and they getting done in the grand final. So you've always gone through Red Hill Juniors, or were you Mount Martha Junior?
Yeah, Mount Martha Juniors until 19s, then had 3 years in 19s. And,
Yeah. So you went across with is your cohort like Sam Lee Conway, those sort of crew, or are they a bit older than you? Matty Lonsdale.
Yeah, no, Matt's
Matty
a bit
was
older.
a
But
South kid.
yeah, Sam Lee Conway's South as well. There's only a couple from Mount Martha, but yeah, there's heaps from South and Balnarring that came up. So.
Yeah. And you've got a good little culture there. They all sort of get around each other. It seemed like a pretty tight-knit group.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's always been a pretty good culture since I've been there.
Yeah.
And,
How have you found the jump up from Div 2 to Div 1?
it's a lot different. You haven't got any easy games at all. So it'll be a really tough season, I think.
That's right. Yeah, that's
So
probably the
you
difference.
probably find that the difference.
Yeah.
Like on any given day, as you know, Pines come out to win, and Pines were struggling, but they on any given day, any side.
If you
you're
played
not
bottom of the
switched
ladder
on,
in Division 2 in 2019, you pretty much penciled in, but you play bottom of the ladder in Division 1, and it's anyone could knock off anybody. And as we've said before, the last 2 seasons in our competition, the team that's got relegated has beat the Premier throughout the year. So it's just such an even competition. So
And it's probably like going, going up's a bit like going down. No, as in the fact that you got new sides to play against, and you've got to get to know them. So you've got to get to know the players that you come up against. Like when you're entrenched in a Div 1 or Div 2, you
would have known one Pines player, would you, last week?
Oh, no, I knew a few of them. But, there's teams like Frankston White C and EFL never played before. And
Who did you play on last week? Who? Don't say Guy Henry.
I was on him at stages. Yeah. We were on sort of mixing it around a bit, but just trying to get the right matchups.
How do you find, obviously you're a shorter key position player. How do you find that? Because, a few of our boys are doing the same. How do you find up against the bigger key forwards?
Yeah, I don't mind it. A bit of a challenge, something different that I haven't really done before. So, it's good.
And you got Dan Frampton, who's your other sort of key back, when you're just not playing for Sandringham. Has he been teaching you a bit and bringing something to the table? He doesn't get to train with you a lot.
Yeah, he's normally at 1 training a week, but plenty of the boys always got a lot to say. Yeah, game day and that, and
just a bit like you, mate. They tell me you don't shut up.
Oh yeah, no, I think I'm vocal.
You've got to play your role. Yeah. And have you got aspirations to go higher? Do you think you can go higher? You can play it like a Frankston or...
Yeah, I'll see how... I only played a few games in the seniors, so I'll see how I go. And I'd like to play higher.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good that you have that ambition too.
Yeah, you've got plenty of opportunity
I think it's important too, yeah. And there's a lot of talent down here, so, the VFL clubs should be looking.
100% they should.
Especially at the younger blokes.
And then what about today? You got the top of the table today. It's going to be a tough ask. Is it? And it's at home ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at Red Hill. Yeah, we're pretty keen to bounce back from last week, and we'll give it a good crack today.
Did you get any boys back? Because I know did John O'Ross come back in or?
Yeah, he's back. He's back from holiday, I think.
Yeah, he went on a holiday.
He went on a holiday. How did Jamie go about that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear much about what Jamie thought, but
you could probably imagine.
Yeah, it's just the things you got to put up with, I guess.
Yeah, but that's strange. Like, obviously during cricket season we had Chuck, and Chuck comes from a professional level, and he couldn't believe when players would come up to him and say, "Hey, Chuck, not playing this week."
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, going on holidays.
But John O'Ross had a massive holiday last year. He was away in Darwin the whole time. And
where'd he go?
Went to Queensland.
Yeah, went to
What, just
Queensland.
for a...
Just for all that. There's a new ride at Dreamworld. He's just going to try that out.
Well, I say to my boys, like, we've got Queen's birthday week.
Yeah,
where,
the 12th.
Yeah, so the week before that, we play, and then they've got a whole week off. So go and do it that week.
Yeah.
You know, go to Queensland. I'm actually going to Queensland that week too. So
It's going surfing, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, going for a surf, and it should be good. No, but it gives you a chance to get away and have that mid-season break.
Yeah, freshen
so
up.
do you have the week off during the season?
Oh, yeah, I think we do some stage, yeah. I don't know where
But
it
do
is,
you have a week off from training as well?
we
do.
Yeah, I hope so. Probably.
Yeah.
I found, you know, like I was always one that, keep training. And it was actually at the Western Bulldogs where, you know, the AFL players, in their contract, they have, they get, I think they got 5 days off. Back then it was 5 days.
Yeah.
And I remember how refreshed the blokes come back mid-season. They went away and they'd come back and everyone was up and about because just have that break. And, you know, we did it at Frankston too. That it refreshes the whole group.
Mentally as much as physically.
A mental break. And plus the committee love it too because you say, hey, this is the week off we're having. Yeah. And the committee don't do nothing too. And everyone comes back refreshed.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing. So then the players can organise. If they do want to go away, don't miss a game. Go away.
Yeah.
So, and what's your favourite position to be played at the moment? You said you kicked 5 on the wing when you debuted, and then you've been going down back. And I sort of felt like you've been playing that sort of Siverson role, that intercept marking type role.
Yeah.
What's your favourite
That might have
position
been
to play?
because Jamie told you, Paddy.
No. It's my research. Yeah, go.
Well, I don't really mind where I play. Just got to try and play my role wherever I am, and could be somewhere different each week. So.
Because you have specific roles, don't you? You can sort of, at Red Hill, like you're a bit of a system-based sort of a team, and Jamie's got a good game plan going there.
Yeah.
You kick a lot, don't you? Not you personally, but the whole team.
Yeah, we seem to always win the disposal count, but so I suppose it's just getting those effective kicks more to.
How do you find playing with Steve Morris? He'd be like he's a great leader. How do you find full of knowledge?
Yeah, no, he's got plenty to say. He's a very hard player. And,
Gooch just asked, is he playing today?
Oh, I've got no idea if he's playing.
Oh, you do so.
Is he?
You do so. I think
Is Richmond playing?
I think Richmond are playing today.
Yeah, I don't even know.
So he'll be at Richmond.
Yeah.
All good, Gooch. All good. Yeah. But you got to contend with old Kane Hawke.
Where does he play though, Steve? When he plays halfback?
Oh, he played forward last week.
And a bit on ball.
Yeah.
He went on ball for a little bit too.
He's a thick-set fella.
Yeah.
He could play that key back role.
Yeah, well,
he does it very well in the VFL. I watched him in the VFL do it. He played against, he was playing for Richmond against Sandringham. He was playing on Sean McKernan, a couple of big tall forwards for that Chris Carey. He was playing on those guys.
Yeah, so he's probably wrapped to just come down and play a lesser role.
Yeah. Yeah, he played well last week.
Footy,
he did play well. So, but no, great to have you on. Great work for being nominated.
Great
work for putting more than 100 words together. But all the Red Hill boys said if you get 100 words out of him, you've done well. Yeah. So I reckon you've clocked 100. So that's good. Yeah.
So it'll be a nice warm day up at Red Hill today, won't it?
Oh yeah, it'll be beautiful up there today.
Yeah.
How do you find right in the middle of winter? Because you do train indoors up there too, or they knocked that down?
No, we used to.
It's still going.
We used to back in the day. We haven't for a couple of years now though.
Yeah. Is it still there? Or?
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, the netball shed's still there.
A massive bend in it.
Yeah, but mate, I'd rather be in there than outside.
The ground is immaculate though. The ground is. I couldn't believe how good the ground was.
Yeah. Well, they shut it down for a while there, and you're training at Rosebud, weren't you? After
the ground
Rosebud.
is unbelievable. And you know that they haven't got pop-up sprinklers there. Some poor bugger's got to move the sprinkler around to water it.
The old days.
Yeah, the old days. Yeah. But it was in really, really good nick.
Mate, you don't have to move the sprinklers around too much at the moment. It's like the old Waverley. The rain clouds come over.
Yeah, it was perfect. And as I said, our boys all pulled up perfect from it, so which was really encouraging. So yeah, some grounds they pull up a bit sore, but the weekend they pulled up really good. So onward and upward for the Hillman, and good luck today.
Thank you.
Good on you, mate. Well done for being nominated.
Well done,
Good
Kane.
chance.
Good work, mate.
Big shoes to fill. You got couple of good players in that Divi 1 in the Rising Stars who are going really well.
Yeah, because Paddy's pushing them. His Pines.
The Pines boy, Ned Moody. Yeah, he's off to
He
the
won't
country
play
today.
again this year for Pines, but he's already odds on because Paddy's voting.
All right.
He's pushed. So, hey, great to have young Kane on.
Great to have both Rising Stars. We love getting the Rising
Jared,
Stars in. Yep.
Yeah, surprised. Like we had to make Jared put on his Kringle top. He wanted to come.
He wanted to come with no top on.
Topless. That's 2 blokes in a row we've had. So, I was glad you made him put his top on, Paddy.
Well, what's it? I'm rocking the Dubs. Look at that, mate. That's the
I'm what am I?
urban wear. Dubs urban wear. You're Billabong because you're a
Billabong.
surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Hey, what about we get the Gooch on?
Yeah, get the Gooch on. As
And
I
we'll
said,
see.
he's-
He doesn't know where he is on the ladder, so we better,
we better tell him he's on
Yeah,
top.
better tell him.
Come in. We've got some
Come
good
in,
news for you, Gooch.
Yeah. Hey, mate.
There you go, mate. Good to have you in. Thanks for
How are
coming
you,
on.
mate? Thanks for coming on.
As Goose said, you've come through the twos.
Yeah, he did triple
P.
P or whatever they're called. Triple P.
Here he is. But no.
Welcome aboard,
Yeah.
mate. And
Thanks, lads.
obviously, mate, your first year coaching YCW, and you've just waltzed in and top of the ladder.
Like I said, I didn't realise. I wasn't
Didn't
sure.
realise.
And no,
I think you're the only undefeated side, aren't you?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
so,
we had a draw.
Yeah, that's undefeated.
yeah,
true. I'll
you're
take
still
it, yeah.
undefeated, mate. So
Yeah. No, so it's going well. It's going well.
When you say, though, coach first year, you still take the COVID year because you still had to coach the club during the COVID
Mate,
year.
I tell
It
you,
was
mate,
harder than bloody
Hey,
coaching
Yes,
this year. I
exactly,
reckon.
Actually-
exactly. I agree.
I used to see him a fair bit during COVID.
He did.
What was he doing?
Down the court, in the gym.
Really?
In the gym, doing
Yes.
bugger all. We used to running each other.
He loved it. He loved it. We'd have a chat for half an hour about footy, and I said, "Mate, how about you do a bit of just something,
Just
just
to
live something."
Just a curl.
Oh, mate, I was always jump in and jump out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're still pumping a bit of iron.
Oh, he does, mate, and he just stands in front
No,
of
not really.
the mirror. I'm saying, mate, I'm over here when you're talking to me. I'm over here, and
Not true.
he's looking in the mirror.
Good on you.
Not at all. Not
Yeah,
at all.
so you're enjoying it, though, obviously.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, good.
I'm
Yeah.
loving it. It's a lot of fun. Like we said before, last year was really hard, but it's been good because all that game style stuff and coaching and this is how we're going to play and structure. It's like we've had two years at it,
Yeah, exactly.
two pre-seasons,
Yep.
and mind you, we've only played 5 games, so it's slowly but surely getting there. But it's good. I'm
Are
loving
you
it.
still feeling pressure? Because I always tell people when people go, "Oh, you're winning, you're going really well," you go, "Mate, I don't feel it changes week to week. If you win or lose, you still got the same sort of, you still got pressures. You know, when you're going well, you got dropping blokes, or you got guys out injured, or you got people mapping your progress and chasing you down. There's always pressure to run where you are.
Yeah, and don't worry. You say, "Hey, you guys are sitting on top," but you don't feel that because every game is an absolute battle.
Yeah.
So and we work really hard every week, post game, pre game, to make sure that we're ready for the next week. So there's no easy parts.
I'll tell you one thing. It's because you always look at it when a new coach comes in, what's changed about the side. The one thing I believe that's changed a lot about YCW since you've come on board is you actually score. You score, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not potting anybody before you because it was a very defensive sort of side. Defence was, king. But you actually, you scored 138 points last week, I think. Did you?
EDS game that might have been.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, because you
138.
knew if you
Yeah.
could kick 12 goals against YCW,
You'd
you'd
win.
generally
I even felt
win.
like if you could kick 10,
Yeah.
you'd nearly
Yeah.
win because it was sort of 8-9 sort of goal side. But and you got Butland kicking goals, and so
We've got a good mix, and that's we talk about it. Getting it forward's king. If you get it in there, you're a chance. And we've got a really good mix forward now where we trust it. So just get it in there. I mean, I love hearing all the boys talk about stats and numbers and so and so had 40 and he had 45 and he should be in your team of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
Mate, get it in there. You know,
doesn't matter how.
just get it in there, and we rate that really highly. And having the right mix of blokes in there that can get the job done. So you got to trust.
You
them.
seem to be a little bit younger in the middle.
We
now.
are,
Is that correct? Like a bit more leg speed, I reckon. I remember last time we played YC back, pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And you didn't have that quickness in there.
Because you had McLeod.
McLeod, yeah.
Hutchie.
Yep, and we've still got Hutchie in there.
Yeah, Hutchie's
Don't
in.
you?
How old's he though?
I don't know. He must be 30.
30, yeah.
Yeah, so that's not that old.
No. But he's grown a leg. I think this year having Chinny.
He can give it a Bert Newton.
Nice.
You can't say that, Paddy.
No.
Poor Bertie.
Poor fella. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
no, but I suppose
they call him Wheels now.
Wheels. No, but you're right. The guys like him have improved with having a couple of younger blokes in there with them now. So Lambert comes into the midfield, and
he's a big body.
He's a massive body, and
your boy's a big body.
Yeah, and he's a good young bull as well. So and Laffer's now going through there a bit as well, with a bit of speed. So we're trying to inject a bit of speed in there as well.
Yeah, and you've still got obviously your nucleus like your Kev Lilac and these sort of fellas here. Is Ongarello playing? Has he any chance?
He's hurt his shoulder in one of the pracky matches that you wouldn't believe it. He wasn't going to play the last pracky match against Berwick. Yeah. And he wasn't going to play it because he played the week before against Summy, I think it was. And we said, no, you're right. And he goes, oh, no, I can't play the last practice. It must have been second last. Yeah. And he played and he bunged his shoulder. And he's had to have a, what do you call it?
A Rico.
Yeah, basically. And he's going to be out for like 10 weeks. So
okay.
I've been chatting to him. He might get back up late in the year, but he's just weighing all that up. So we'd love to see him back there.
Yeah.
But, him and Byron.
How have you found the injuries this year? After having a year off, have you been?
We have. We're lucky. So, I say lucky. We've you guys know it's like some days I go there on a Thursday night and go, right, I reckon we're unchanged this week. Yeah. And then you finish with like 4 changes. Like, oh God, so and so's out and he's unavailable and he's Stingrays and he's at bloody VFL. But yeah, we've had injuries. We've had injuries and we lost another one on the weekend. We lost Lockie Wallace, one of our midfielders. He's out for another 3 weeks with a hamstring.
He's had hamstring problems over his
career. So no doubt. We've every week Matty Troutbeck, our full forward, we've got in there. He's been in one, out one with quads or this or just little niggles. So Kev missed a 2. I think he's missed 1 or 2 now with Lilac with a couple of little niggles. Just. Yeah, you're right. It's hard to get consistency in your group.
I reckon it's catching up, like, having that year off and just the banging and crashing and that. And it's how you manage it too. Like, well,
that's what's going to be. It was interesting at the right time of year.
Interesting, like when we played Somerville, they virtually had 6 come back after a week off. Like, nearly like Super Rules come up all fresh. But it makes sense if you can manage your players. A certain way, especially at the back end of the season. If you can bank some early wins, and you're smart, you probably pull a few players out and
manage your list.
Because I reckon this year more than any other year, like if you miss a year through injury, your next year back, they're always doing little hammies, little calves, or, always some niggles. And it takes a while to get back and build up that consistency.
So that's the whole crew, you reckon?
So, probably as a league, I know we're finishing a little bit earlier. Maybe we could have had a few buys in there just to freshen up the group if we had got together as a industry and thought about it.
Yeah.
Thought about...
because it was all unknown, you didn't know where we were.
You could have had, maybe 1 or 2 other buys and not finish it as early.
Yeah. And what about, you mentioned about your depth in VFL and Stingrays players. You've got some good players on VFL lists and Stingrays. Who are some of those guys that are getting opportunities at higher level?
Oh, look, young Darcy Murr. Like, he played, he's a young Stingrays boy. This is his second game. He debuted last week against Romana. Hard game for him to come in, but he got through it really well. He's playing again today, so he's just loving it and getting better and better. Maxie Gregory, young kid from Stingrays as well, who's just a ripper.
Is that Kel's brother?
Sure is.
He actually...
Do you want to go there?
No. He's a good young kid. And
ripper.
You're good enough to clear him during the week.
Yeah. Can I just say? I've got to say something here because I've got everyone. He rang me up and he goes, we're chatting away, but he goes, I believe you're coming on my show. Did he? Is it? It's true. And I said,
that's after you text me. Can we come on the number 1 show?
No.
It's not your show.
No, exactly.
Our show.
I said
our show.
Tell him what he really said. My show. Did he say my show?
He did. He said you're coming on my show, I believe.
My show with the other bloke I sit next to.
Yeah. Me and my mate. Yeah.
Two mates.
Yeah, no.
No, good young fella.
Mac and mate.
So a couple of good young kids. So those blokes are young Stingrays. Good. And there's a few others playing through the 19s.
And the VFL, don't you?
Oh, yeah. So, we've got Lockie Street. We haven't seen him Streety yet. I was a bit dirty last week because Richmond listed player.
Yeah.
Steve Morris listed player. He played and Lockie wasn't allowed to play. So I was
look at me. Look at me today.
Talk about that. I was speaking to Paddy during the week, right?
I know how it works.
And obviously, he's Delmo.
Yes.
He's at Sandringham.
Yeah.
And I just spoke to Paddy yesterday and I said, mate, you'd be happy having him back? He goes, because he didn't get picked for Sandringham. Nah, mate, he's
Second emergency.
Second emergency.
Don't laugh, Gooch.
Hey,
So he doesn't play for us
that's
today,
it.
Oh,
and
no.
he's second
That's
emergency. So
where
he's
the
not going to
VFL
play
clubs
at
have
all.
gotta- That's where the VFL clubs have got to work in with the local clubs, because at the end of the day, if you've got a good player, you want him to play VFL. But
play.
Yeah.
if they're not going to work in with you, you won't be sending them to that club.
No, that's what I did think. It sort of makes sense that why a lot of guys don't play 100 games of VFL footy, because they get jack of that.
You can't.
I'm preparing all week. I'm watching what I eat. I'm watching what I, do everything. I get my body right, and then I'm ready to play
end
at
of the
some
day,
level.
yeah.
And then they go, mate, you're not playing at all.
Well,
And then
at the
after
end
the
of the
game, you'll probably
day-
have to run 10 Ks with a fitness coach.
But at the end of the
You know.
day, why we're involved is because we love the game. And
We wanna get the ball.
You
Yeah.
know, as a player, you want to play.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're playing in the netball courts or wherever.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah.
play and be
Yeah.
holding the football.
Yeah, so we've got that.
That same battle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a tough one. And even the young, and I talk from my personal with my boy. He trains all day, all week at Casey, and they flog him pretty hard.
Yeah.
Pump him up. How good are you? And then, oh mate, you're not playing this week. Yeah, we're full. Got too many Melbourne.
Yeah,
players
Melbourne
back in.
dudes. Yeah.
So he's like, oh, all deflated. Then you got to get him up to play on Saturday with us,
Yeah,
local.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like emotional roller coaster.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
the Heaths like that
Well,
every week. I say,
yeah,
mate,
correct.
you're a chance.
No doubt.
Like, and you fill out their
Yeah,
email.
yeah.
All they have to do is ask for the vision and watch it. Put themselves out 5 minutes instead of sending out that. Like, I reckon it's bullshit. The thing,
Careful,
yeah,
might be
he's
watching
good.
this.
No, I don't care if they're watching. Oh, yeah, he's good. Is he good enough to play VFL? I've said that every week, and he hasn't still played.
Yeah,
Mate,
yeah.
any other players you got there? Well, mate, come and watch if you think there is.
Well, that,
Like,
when you said about the emotional roller coaster, that's why I put myself in Dell's shoes and thought he's not going to play this
No,
week. He's
how's
got
he
to be he's got to be there, around the boys, pumping them up, because he's got to be a good teammate.
Yeah,
Then he's got to go to training Tuesday night and be up and about when he's probably thinking, what the hell am I doing? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's very, very hard for the individual. And
well, it becomes an individual. It comes like the TAC then, not about the
Self-preservation.
team. It's about they start thinking about themselves. Like
Yeah, get
you
selfish.
start thinking,
Yeah.
mate, I'm better than that bloke. I want to
Yeah,
play. I
which
wanna
is no
play.
good. So,
Yeah.
but and what about too? Because we did touch on, I reckon, in the COVID year that how you were a chance to get the Mandaliser job, and you didn't get the Mandaliser job because you coached their 19s, and then just the difference between coaching 19s and seniors. What have you found the biggest difference now that you're actually in there doing it?
Yeah, good question. I think it's just the whole all-encompassing thing. You sort of realise, still coaching's coaching.
Yeah.
Whether you're coaching under 10s or 19s
yeah,
or seniors,
yeah.
you're still in charge. But you're right. It's the full picture. It's the preparation, for training and for talking to 60 or 70 players which is hard to do, impossible to do, rather than your 30 that you have in the 19. So, but game stuff, it's still a game of footy.
Yeah.
And you still do your homework, you still prepare, and you still, monitor it and try and
Execute it.
change it,
Yep.
execute it,
Yep.
and that doesn't change.
Yeah.
But as a senior coach, you're coaching the club,
Correct.
really,
That's
aren't
what-
you?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you implement and.
Yeah. It's funny. I shouldn't say this, but my lovely wife stands out in the crowd watching a few games. Of course, not many people know it, so and she just hears, and you guys would get this, that she hears all the comments like, "God, I'm not sure about this game style this coach is doing, and what's his buddy coach? I don't know why he's doing that." And she just drops her head and sort of walks away and walks away. Like I said, that's just going to happen.
that's all right.
Footy. It's like
Why
a
are they
footy.
rotating?
Yeah.
The old blokes. Why are they rotating?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
kick long, kick long. Why do you not?
No, the
kick
one I
long?
love is
Oh.
when we're pressing up, and then you hear people be like, "Man up!"
Man up! There's a bloke down the goal square by himself.
The ball's 100 metres away.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
I went
that's
to the footy with my old man once, Western Bulldogs and Fremantle, and we sitting behind the goals. I love sitting behind the goals, and the Freo bloke was in the goal square, and all the Bulldogs are pressed up, and he goes, "Jesus Christ!" And he's going, I said, "Dad, hey, they've got to get it over him.
17
first.
kicks
They've
to
got
get
to
to him.
get it
But I
over him."
couldn't, I've met your wife. I couldn't imagine her being quiet for too long. I reckon it would be
No,
long before
she's-
she says, "Hey, pull your head in." And
It won't be long before they start realising who
Yeah,
she is. I think. Yeah, incognito.
Does she like
She's a
fire?
biggest supporter, biggest critic. There you go. I'll put it
Yeah.
out. Like everyone's
Yeah.
missus is,
Yeah.
wife is.
But what
No,
about?
no,
No, she'll go into bat for you, though.
She'd go into bat for you or your young fella.
the young fella.
Yeah.
Like today, he's lucky enough. He's playing at Casey today, so she's not coming to Red Hill. She's going to Casey, obviously.
okay.
So
What,
she's
what
not
time
supporting me.
Are they
Yeah.
early?
2 o'clock.
2
Oh,
o'clock.
straight
also.
up. Yeah.
No, good on her. She's a good a footy wife, I should say.
Yeah.
We've got her daughters playing Sunday, she's playing in the seniors for Mount Eliza.
Oh.
A game. They're playing St Kilda up at the buddy, what do you call it? The old
Peanut Farm.
Yeah.
Peanut
Oh,
Farm.
So
no.
she's going to be Casey today. I'll be at Red Hill. Then
Take a
tomorrow
shovel because you got to get rid of the dog turds off the oval
that
before
right?
they
So-
start. Yeah.
So do you have a date during the week or date night?
We sort of catch up. We wave to each
Monday,
other on a
Monday night was
Wednesday.
date night, but then you come to the coaches thing.
So you missed
Oh,
out
it's
there.
hard.
What
It's
about
hard.
Sunday night? Sunday night.
I try and make Sunday our day, but now with the vision, the way we get the vision, Sunday's pretty much out doing review. Yeah, but that's all right.
That's all
yeah,
it
but
goes.
so you cut your teeth at Mount Eliza, and it was quite interesting that when you played Mount Eliza, you had a draw.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was probably a bit anxious about the whole day, going, they're just going to go to the rooms afterwards.
Yeah.
I know 3/4 or 90% of the joint, so I wasn't sure. How's it going to go if we win?
Yeah.
How's it going to go if we lose? I'm sort of preparing
Oh,
both
well, in
ways.
between.
I know.
True.
Yeah.
Walk in, we have a draw. It's like, oh, well, that probably worked out.
So
Yeah.
interesting though. What's your thoughts and your thoughts like on a draw? Do you reckon extra time, or you just say, like, are you a traditionalist where we have a
home
draw?
Home and away, you split the 2 points
I'm
because
the
that
same.
makes the whole
Yeah.
season interesting.
Yeah.
Finals, extra time.
Yeah, well, finals has to be, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like, all being traditionalists,
Yeah,
we'd
I
prefer
like
a
a
draw,
draw,
but
yeah.
but it is an empty feeling, isn't it?
It's a
You
weird
go,
feeling, yeah. Bloody Blake Malone was running cross goal, and you know that one where you snap it over your
Yeah.
right foot,
Yeah.
your left shoulder. He bellies it with about a minute to
Oh.
go, straight across out of bounds in the full.
Oh,
I'm like,
no. You weren't meant to win.
No, it wasn't meant to happen. Well,
Yeah.
mind you, we came from behind, so we can't complain. But mind you, I've got to say, Chinny, Blake Malone, I reckon he kicked 6 points straight before his first goal, and probably
Really?
4 in the full.
Really?
Yeah,
Not
against
like
us,
him.
he was a bit dodgy. Yeah.
And then EDS, you should have seen EDS kick his first goal, and I reckon he balked 3, but he fended off 4. Burnt 3 or 4 of his mates, kicked it over his head for a goal, and then he ran around going, "Everyone, come on, come to me."
No one come to it.
They all got.
But
to
we
it.
do love. I love the fact that you cut your teeth in the 19s and then make us seniors, and then same with Braddles has done the same, and then Benny Walker we played cut it at Sky and that sort of stuff. It's great that these guys who go right. I want to coach, and this is my pathway I'm going to take to get there.
Yeah.
And then you keep loving it. That's the main thing.
That's the thing, and that was it. The opportunity at Frankston was the one for me that got me really to buy into it.
Yep.
And decide, I want to have a crack at this.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And that was good, and that's something I reckon. You guys have done it, obviously, but it's a great opportunity, that kind of thing. You go to the next level and just see how it all works, and you just go, well, geez, there's a level.
And you
And
find you
coaching
learn a
is
lot.
journey,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Like
bloody hell.
coaching's a journey. It's like years ago, probably early 90s. It was you didn't have to cut your teeth. It was a good player retired, and I want
You're a
to
coach. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that was it. But
Yeah.
it is much better, especially if you've been up a couple of levels or a level or so, because you can bring so much back. Like,
Yep.
To the
Well, you hear about when you're in a coaching group like that at the next level, you just sit back sometimes and just listen to the conversations the head coach is having, and you try and you pull the game apart differently, and you work out how you manage players and the conversations, and there's a lot to it.
I found at VFL level, I learnt a lot from obviously Goose, but I learned a lot from the players.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from the opposition.
Players.
I learned a lot from opposition coaches. It was just a really good environment. We just went in, right, I'm going to get as
Suck
much
it
as
all
I
in.
can. Yeah, you did.
And the good thing about being an assistant first too is you know how to control a line. I reckon if you go back a few years, you just say, "Oh mate, you played back. You be a backline coach,
100%,
and you have barrackers.
Yeah.
There, you have like your assistants are more barrackers,
Yeah.
and you don't work together. Like I reckon when you go up those levels, it allows you to work together and hey, concentrate on your line. Hey, give me feedback.
What was your line
give
at
me
Frankston?
feedback.
I was backline.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, which I never
Yeah.
played backline before in my
No,
life. So,
no, that's
but I
good.
actually did that. I not did that, but I was talking to the head coach here when we were doing it, and I loved it. And Hutch used to laugh at me because he'd be down there and he goes, "Mate, you've never been the backline in your life. What are you doing?"
I did the midfield.
Oh, did you?
And I said I've never
That's
played
good.
a game in the mids, So, but I loved it and I learned a heap out of it.
Yeah.
And I said, I think it's actually good because you become a really good listener.
You do.
When you're out of your depth a bit, you actually listen, and players appreciate listeners from
Yeah.
coaches as much as they appreciate people
Yeah.
telling them what to do.
And I think the other thing as well, what you mentioned before, is what's really good, and we're sort of trying to get that bit right as well. The biggest thing I remember from the coach's box would be coach your line.
Yeah.
Don't spectate.
Yeah,
Don't be a
yeah,
spectator.
yeah.
Let me be the
Yeah.
spectator, or let
Yeah.
them spectate. You coach your line. Don't
Yeah.
follow the footy round. So,
Yeah.
and that was a
which
big
is
learning.
good. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think my favourite was, when I forget which coach it was. We had one assistant coach, and he'd be saying stuff. I said, mate, if I want commentary, I'll bloody turn Triple M on. You know?
Yeah. You start hearing the coaches saying, "I want the ball up." Like, mate, don't worry about that.
But yeah, you're doing a great job. I know Snides is wrapped to have you back because it is good to get past players back to be coaching the club, but not just as you said, not just grabbing the bloke who's retired, the guy who's actually done the journey and improved his skills and so forth. And now you're doing a great job there, and gets all the boys back there, and the Lanes and the Forests and the Berringers and all that around you.
Well, it's great you said that. I've got buddy Joey Lane holding my board. He's our chairman selectors.
He wouldn't be able to hold it up though for the boys in the break. You have to get
jump, Joey, jump.
Do you put a box there so he can see over the top of you?
You know what? He
gets on your shoulders.
I hope he's watching too.
He is. Don't worry. He made
Joey would be on. You got a little box for him, and he stands up behind the group.
Cheap laughs.
Funny. Mark Berringer, one of our good mates we played with, used to call him Ewok. So little Ewok. He looks like a little grey-haired Ewok. Yeah, it's Papa Ewok.
So, but
hey, how's his son go? Does his son chat?
Who's
Berringer's? Yeah, because Berringer wasn't a big talker.
No, Henry didn't say a word.
No,
doesn't he?
No.
So mention him at dinner.
How'd you go today, son? Good. Did you enjoy it? Yep.
Good fella. He's another young Stingrays boy that hopefully we'll see him more and more down the track. But
it's interesting though, our vintage when we played. Now you see the sons coming through of
sons
the
of
fathers. Yeah. Like,
I've got buddy Jai Coughlin in our team, and I played with his old man.
Yeah.
And Jai's a veteron.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, how old am I feeling? But
well, how old are you? You're 50-odd?
Yeah, I'm 50.
It's interesting though that you do come across a lot of the kids now. That,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's great. And that's a whole thing about coaching. I'll tell you, I bumped into, from a coaching point of view, Anthony Aegis is back coaching under 17 girls in the league for St Kilda. Oh. So it's great to see blokes just keep sticking at it and getting around. Yeah.
But you know what it's like? It's like when you, I got back into it, walking down to the buddy Oz kick thing, when Luca was a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, someone goes, I know him. Oh, yeah, come here and stand on this line and help. And before I knew it,
then you're into it.
I'm into it. That's where it all started.
You've done it. Yeah, how good's that? Yeah. Oz kicked maybe a premiership, eh?
Well, don't talk. We don't talk like that.
One week at a time.
You just explained, I think, in your thing, your history stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Mate,
you remember those years.
Ups and downs.
It's unreal. Yeah, 1 week at a time. So great to have you on board. We'll catch up.
Yeah,
Paddy. Great to be on your show.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
I know. For bringing him along too.
Thanks for inviting me.
I did say that. I was a bit nervous. I want a clearance off probably with Cal, mate. Hey, I dropped you're coming on the show. You're coming on the show first, and then
Jared, did he do my show too? Did he say it to you?
No.
Yeah, see, Jared's going.
No.
Yep.
Hey, the young blokes, you know the young blokes now, they don't have message bank. So they're very, if a number comes up, so I thought, oh, well, no number, and I hung up, and then, hey, mate, you called me? I said, mate, it's Simon Goosey. We got the rising. Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Goose did say that he loved the name of the show because he could always get rid of me. And he's still going to have live and loose with Gooch and Goose.
Good work. Right,
live and loose with Costanza and Goose. He goes, mate, I love that name, Paddy, because
no, let's not
you can't get rid of
Paddy.
me.
It's a bit like the diary, mate.
Hey, the diary's full on.
Yeah, I know.
It's 100%. All the boys Mac will back me up with that one. And Macca's missus.
Yeah, I did cop a shit. She was pissed one night and I copped it. She never spoke to me.
Again, fair enough. You didn't even know her husband's name.
No, it wasn't that. I dropped him.
All right, we're going to go with this gag.
All right.
You get there and do the job against Kano's mob.
We'll try.
Kano's you can try and trip him over as he gets out the door. Yeah. Good work, guys.
Yeah, mate, great to have...
Who?
Gooch on. No, Gooch on. No. And as he said, they're right for the premiership this year.
Yeah.
So, just well said. He said it. He did say beforehand when we were talking to him, how easy is this coaching job?
He looked at your premiership tattoo and said, mate, where do you get them?
Oh,
no. Should I get the logo or should I just get the stone cat or do I...
Now, Paddy, I've got on our running sheet.
Sheet?
After Paul Goonan, we got, what's that say?
It says previews.
And then gay.
Gag.
Oh, gag.
We already did the gay bit when I talked about tuna.
Yeah, tuna. Yeah, not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. We love tuna.
All right, just a quick one.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, no previews?
Yeah, we'll do that
where's
after
your stat
this.
sheets?
Hang on. Yeah, where's the stat sheets, Costanza? But, just quickly.
Go.
Mum, I'm going out. You're not leaving this house until you change that mini skirt. Why? Because I can see your balls, Richard. So, boom, boom. Speaking of, not that there's anything wrong with
Beautifully
that,
delivered.
So,
It's like a pass coming off half back. Just
Did you like that one, Paddy?
Yep, loved it.
Look at that, though. Red Hill. Like, you look at the stats.
Who did I say was the best side in the competition? Dramana. Look at them. I mean, I know you got
Why
the job
see
done.
ya?
Yeah, I know they got the job done last
But
week.
YC aren't
Dramana's
leading anything.
apart from the top of the ladder.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
That's
see
interesting.
a lot of Red Hill, a lot of Dramana, a lot of Bomb Beach,
Yep.
a few Manalizer,
Midfield tackles and back 50 tackles.
back 50 tackles, Pines.
We haven't got the ball. That's our problem.
It's in there.
No, we have the ball. We had a lot of the ball last week.
So,
which was great.
but interesting in these.
Sorrento's
hey,
winning the clearances. That should just be a logo of Mitch Hallen.
hey, I'd like to know though, with the stats, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're missing half of our game too. So they've done the stats off half a game. So
Did they not average it?
When we played, no.
Why wouldn't they have averaged it?
When we played, that's what I.
So they lost the
wondered.
footage.
Yeah, I think against Seaford, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was when you played at home.
Yeah. So, mate, let's go through this quickly because we are going overtime,
Jeepers.
right?
Yep.
Game changer Div 1 match. We've got your mob versus Edafale for, it says here, battle for relegation. Is that battle for...
We've been
I haven't got
through
my
this.
glass. Battle
We've
for
been through
relegation.
this.
So, obviously, you said you should win quite comfortably.
Not at all, which apparently I said last week against Red Hill too,
You
which I
did
never
too.
said.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Red Hill VYC. Who do you tip?
On the performance...
Up there. Oh, you told me already. You said,
Yeah,
mate,
I think
Red Hill was...
YC.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
Luca Goonan's out, he's a massive. Lockie Wallace is out. You know, I know that.
Yeah, because
Gooch just
Gooch told us.
But so that's some good outs for Red Hill to look at, but Simpson's still out. So
good
I
match,
think
the next-
I think YC.
Yeah, YC. I think they probably will.
Yeah.
Though Tremana, I mean,
Yeah.
Red Hill up there. Like,
Yeah.
if the YC boys, you know, they come out of their heated car, they
Yeah.
mightn't.
Yeah.
Their minds mightn't be
Yeah.
on the job. So yeah, I'm tipping YC.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Dramana v Sereno. That's going to be a really good match because Sereno
At
really
Dramana?
need- and I see
Dramana will run 'em
is-
off their
Is
feet.
that correct? I see Dale Thomas is playing in there too.
Yes.
Shit, that would be the first bloke that gets $2,000 for a twos game.
Yeah, I know. But he will love it down there because they've got a great canteen. They've got a great canteen, the Dramana people down there, so you'll get involved down there.
What are you saying?
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
He's over 100 kilo and he's
Yes.
tiny.
Yeah, so he's has a mind retirement.
Nah, good on him.
But good on him for
Yep,
putting
good
something
on him.
back in.
Yep.
And he
Yep.
probably needs the money so he can
Yeah.
get to the canteen. Rosebud v Mount Eliza.
Oh, Hussey rang me during the week.
Oh, what did
He said
you do
if you
wrong?
got Terry Bashford's number up at Bow Repairs there, and I said, yeah, what for? And he said, mate, the wheels have fallen off.
Oh, Rosebud.
He said, we're gone. We're gone.
No, well, Nick said, I spoke to Nick, they got quite a few injuries.
Yeah.
And it's probably like all sides, you're going to have your injuries throughout the year.
Form's going to fluctuate.
And it depends if it's your
But
key
Lewis
players.
Pearce didn't play last week for Mount Eliza either.
Yeah, maybe he's real estate. Maybe he's doing an auction.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, another good game. Franks and Bombers v
That's the best
Bomb
game.
Beach because
That's the
Franks
best
and
game.
Bombers actually
What happens there with
hit
the
their
jumpers?
straps.
Clash jumpers?
Well,
Or does Bomb Beach wear that
Oh,
one
the-
with the big white
oh,
front?
that's where I reckon most sides should get away jumper. Pearcedale and Chelsea the other week. We're watching the vision on that, and one
Oh,
side
mate.
had the Melbourne jumpers on.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Imagine the poor
league
Premier
jumpers-
Data doing if those two wore their
Yeah.
hoop jumpers. Every kick would be effective.
But the thing is, we've come a long way.
Yeah.
Players should just buy an away jumper, $50.
Oh, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Div 2.
So, who you reckon? Franks and Bombers and Bomb Beach. Who wins that?
Oh, shit.
At Franks,
Franks
and
and
Bombers?
Bombers.
I think the Bombers.
Yeah, I think look,
Yeah.
yeah. Big Khan's starting to find his feet. So,
Yep.
yeah. Div,
Foxy.
Div 2.
Yep.
Seaford, Pearcedale.
Seaford.
Seaford.
Yep, but Boris is doing a great job.
Yeah, no, the
He's
young,
really good. They
young
got a
side
good-
coming through.
Surely they'll have a couple of young rising
Yeah,
stars
I
coming
think
through
we
'cause
might
I've
have one on
watched a
next
bit of their
week.
Progress. Yeah.
Hastings versus Rye should be a good game.
Yeah, Rye need to bounce back.
Rye's been hit with injuries.
Yep.
Chelsea Mornington at Chelsea, that'll be a good game.
Yeah, well, if it's anything like the last one we had in the diary, is won comfortably, and you jumped in the shower with the boys, and yeah.
All right. So All right, Karingal, Devon Meadows.
Hey, he's a tough one. Flip of the coin. Whose ground is that?
The Bulls.
The Bulls. Yeah, I'll go with the Bulls.
Tyab and Somerville.
Somerville, comfortably.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
And Crib and Langy.
Crib and Langy, I think Langy.
Yeah.
Even down there. Yeah,
I'll probably agree.
Game changer around. You got the beanies. This is going to keep your nice.
My head.
Your head nice and
beanies. I don't
warm.
wear beanies. I don't.
Nah,
I
beanies
brought
don't sit
one,
well on
mate.
me either. Did you see Guy Henry wearing his the other day?
I brought one.
He looked like Noddy. He was sitting right up here.
Yeah, Noddy and Big Ears.
Noddy and Big
used
Ears.
to have a beanie, didn't he?
Yeah. That's who Guy looked like.
Yeah.
He was actually very good though on that show.
Yeah. Which show?
You know, the what is it? The early game, the early show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we do have to plug another show.
What's that?
The Magoos. Is it called the Magoos?
What is?
Unofficially,
What?
the Magoos that
What's
Pluck
that?
a Duck's going to run. Paulie Wilson, Pluck a Duck. He's got the Twos show for all the Twos stars because they're not getting a bit of love, you know.
Oh, well, Paulie's.
Yeah.
That's where he is.
Yeah,
in the
Paulie's
twos.
Captain
But-
Coach of the Twos.
Yeah, and why Paul got the arse because Paddy said Paulie used to host the show with
No,
us.
he never.
And
He did
Paddy,
host it.
Paddy used to ring up Glenn all the time and say, "Mate, I don't reckon we need him."
Not at
Mate,
all.
he
Who do you reckon
gets
got
in
out of
our way.
themselves? Plucker?
He gets in his way. He gets in our way.
No. Anyway, so we're going to pump that show up. It's on straight after this show, I think.
Is it?
So stay tuned.
Oh, we've gone
Coming up,
overtime.
The Twos will be getting stripped.
Yeah, they will be too.
Must be
so
pre-recorded.
Who's going to watch it?
Who would be the number one Twos bloke on that show, you reckon? Who are some of the legends in the Twos? Back in the day, you would have had Cowboy. He would have, because Cowboy loved it. You would have had who was the fella at Bombers? Carroll, Boozer Carroll. He's a big full forward. Used to just dominate the Twos.
Well, we had one at Mornington, Superman.
Who was that?
Remember, he asked me one day if he could wear a Superman cape.
What was
out.
his name?
Burris.
Burris.
Yeah.
So he was a good Twos player.
Yeah.
So
he
there,
played
we'll get
the
them
Twos.
on.
Remember, he said, "Hey, Goose, mate," because I think he was Pearsdale or Chelsea or something.
Yeah.
He ran out with the Superman cape on. He said, "Mate, I said, mate, are you with
issues.
the team or what?"
So who else in the? Gooch has just said Jai Cogler. That's a bit. I thought Jai could still play a bit of ones, but he's in the ones. Oh, good work. So Jai's in. So he's not
He's
in the
taken
two shot.
over,
Who else? Give us. What about Matty Main? Matty Main?
Yeah, Matty Main. I thought you said he'll struggle this week. Is he playing?
No, he's in. He's
Oh,
in.
is he?
Yeah.
Matty Main. We're talking good Twos players.
Yeah, good Twos players. Hey, we did forget to mention that Mount Eliza's got their past players day today, so we've got to get on the Mount Eliza. Good luck to all those guys down there. And is it Curtis's 100th game for Chelsea against you boys today?
Oh, the King.
So the King's got a. So congratulations to Curtis.
The
there.
King who nicknamed himself the King. Not
That's
a bad
not a bad
nickname.
effort.
Yeah,
And then we had the other fella who played the 300th for Hastings last week, Vandermeer. That's a bloody good effort too. So well done to you for 300 games there for your club. So yeah.
Yeah, until next week. We'll
next week.
sign off.
We'll get more diary entries from Goose. I
It
want
was-
to get to the nitty gritty of like the early the 96 sort of season when you really took off, or maybe even 97 when you lost the grand final. We'll talk about some of the celebrations. Maybe you had a diary entry after that. Did you have a diary entry after that? That'd be good if you did. Yeah.
Oh, right. On that note,
Stay